सांसें खुलकर ली, सांसें खुलकर ली, तरक्की हमने की, हर एक पल झूमे इंडिया, गाता है मन,
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
हो आजादी के रंगों से हम दीप जलाए, पैनोरामा के संग हम खुशियाँ मनाए, ओ मिलकर अपने देश की ऐसी शान बढ़ाए, अपने बच्चों को भारत का इतिहास सुनाए।
मेरा भारत चाहे अब खुशहाली आए, ये दुनिया देखे अपनी आजादी,
जहाँ सुंदर हर एहसास हो
और बुझती हर एक प्यास हो।
ऐसा है मेरा देश,
हिंदुस्तान मेरे वतन, तुझ पर फिदा हम सब का मन।
मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया, हमारा इंडिया पैनोरामा इंडिया।
जय 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 हे।
Namaste, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Live with Panorama India. We are so excited and so ready for Republic Day. Let me tell you, we have been celebrating this entire month. I hope you were all able to join us on Tuesday. The actual celebration for Republic Day, of course, kicked off on Tuesday, the 26th. We had a beautiful live tribute concert by a Panorama Idol contestants, and we got so much feedback from everybody of how beautiful it is, and that was just a glimpse of what's about to come. And we are super excited. We have 27 channels doing live stream for the entire programming. So tomorrow morning, which is Saturday the 30th at 11 a.m. sharp, the Panorama Idol Grand Finale presented by State Bank of India, SBI, is going to premiere. So you get to see, first time ever, the Panorama Idol Grand Finale contest tomorrow morning. You get to see Kavita Krishnamurti ji as our celebrity judge and our fantastic other judges that are part of this Grand Finale. It's going to air at 11 a.m. You can go to our website to see all the 27 channels that are live streaming it. It's on our social media. It's on our website. It's posted everywhere. So this way you can comfortably watch in your homes. And then we're going to talk about the Sunday programming. But to do that, I'm going to very shortly be inviting two of our vice chairs from Panorama Idol, our board, to join me, and we will be talking about everything happening on Sunday. We also have today our influencers. So as you know, we have fantastic brand ambassadors that have supported Panorama for a very long time, and they've been doing a wonderful job on our social media, and they've been out there and they've been talking about it. They're the face of the community. So we are going to have three of them joining us today so we can talk about what's going on and about India and our love for our culture. And then the last segment is actually our opportunity to introduce you to the adult grand finale contestants. So you get to meet all three of them, learn a little bit about them from them, and their journey and what's been going on, and we get to talk to them while you get to watch. And of course, please post wonderful messages, anything that you'd love to share. We're so excited. So let's not hold off. I'm ready to begin. I hope you're ready to begin this Friday Night Live with Panorama India in celebration of Republic Day. So please join me on the screen, are Janak Bhavnani and Sanjay Agarwal. Namaste, Janak ji. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Sumita?
Well, and of course, Sanjay Agarwal has also joined us.
Namaste, namaste.
So everybody knows Janak Bhavnani is a vice chair for sponsorship and finance. And backbone, he keeps me sane because we're a non-profit organization, and you can imagine every penny counts because we do all of our events for free, and we can only do them with all the support of our sponsors, and they have been unbelievable. We're going to talk about them, of course, Janak. And Sanjay Agarwal, who's a vice chair of sponsorship and vendor management, and Sanjay has been with Panorama for almost 6 years, right, Sanjay?
I guess so, yeah. It's a long time, basically.
Long time. And Sanjay has, truly to know vendors. When we do our live events, right, Sanjay, like when we do a Nathan Phillips Square, we are dealing with hundreds of vendors at that point, right? And Sanjay has dealt with them. He's been the face of vendor management for 6+ years. And, this year, even with COVID, we've had so much support from vendors out there. And we have a very special way which we will be talking about very shortly, because we were able to finally create a way so that vendors can engage with our audience this year. So we're so excited. We launched that this past weekend. I cannot believe the response. It's not even happened yet, and the calls are just coming in. We've literally been adding vendors last minute.
Yeah.
So we love it. We love that whether it's online or in person, the love and the energy that we've seen, right, guys, has been unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
So Janak, I want to begin with you. This has been your first year truly with Panorama on our board. So tell me what the experience has been like, because you came right in the middle. You came right at Republic Day, and then you got thrown right into COVID. So you've seen a whole different face of Panorama.
Absolutely, Smita. It's been a great experience, I'll tell you. Last year when I started, it was all about this winter, and we have to do this event same time last year. And I still remember, it was at a banquet hall, and I was saying, wow, the culture, the community, the support that they have, the amount of vendors that we have, the food vendors, this can only grow, and I wanted it to grow. That's why I joined this board. And I felt that I could do a lot for them. And then comes COVID. It gives us a whack over our head and says, guys, stay at home. Then what? So the brainchild being Sanjay, Sumita, myself, and other board members, we all sat together and we said, what are we going to do differently? How are we going to go back to the community? And if you remember, this was a conversation way back in March of last year where we said, we have to do it differently because 15th August is coming up. And what can we do to engage everyone again? Everyone's fed up of hearing, only one negative message, stay at home, stay at home. And then we started to get all these cancellations where we could not do our event out in Nathan Phillips Square. Nathan Phillips Square. And all those things started to snowball. And guess what? We did our first digital event. The support from the community was amazing. The success was so great that I think this time around we've got more TV channels and internet channels supporting us than they did in the first time around. A lot of people looked at us, if you remember, two of you, and the board will remember, they looked at us and said, what do you mean you're going digital? How are you going to engage people digitally? And guess what we did? We grew our internet presence, we grew our social media presence, we grew our Facebook, our Instagram presence, and here we are today. Again, the community has supported us.
Yes.
And I look forward to having this support continually grow. I think people are so fed up of listening to negative messages. They need something from their own community that they're really enjoying now. And like you rightly said, we have the Idol coming up. We have all these things, and you can talk a lot about that. So I'll leave that to you. And Sanjay bhai, you can carry on with some of the stuff that we've been doing, this vendor support and management.
So I think the one thing that, has, in what you've said, Janak, in terms of how we've been, approaching it, I think the thing is, it's not about negative messages. I think the reality for this is, we are all living a different reality none of us have lived before.
Right.
And the thing for us was, when all of COVID happened, everybody was helping in their own way back to the community. But the big thing for us at Panorama became is, what can we do, an organization? And I think the biggest thing we realize is we have a platform, and there are artists and seniors and kids, who are sitting at home, and this was our opportunity. So we kicked off Namaste Live, which was simply a way to begin by giving artists a platform to just come and perform. Yep. The journey, we did it all for, how do we get the community having fun, our seniors having fun, everybody having fun together. Then came the second part of watching these artists grow online. Like some of them, so many new artists actually, right? Sanjay, even if you think about it, so many new have come to us through Namaste Live. And what's been beautiful is, watching their journey. As many have come back, some have become singers now. Some are launching songs. Some are, being invited to concerts. And for us, this has been the best part of this, is watching this, this positive energy out there of the community. And we are grateful, as Janak said, that has been probably the best, most amazing part of watching the community get involved. Because Panorama is not our organization. We're all volunteers. It is the community's organization. And our job is just to make sure whatever is done in a nice way and presented in the best way possible. Now, Sanjay, let's talk about vendors, okay? Because what a journey it's been. And to be honest, haven't they surprised us? Even vendors, even now during COVID. But what is in your most interesting observation? Because I know you've seen some of these vendors you've known for 6 years have been hit so hard, in this past year, but yet they're supporting us in so many ways.
Yeah, it amazed me, honestly, Sumita. First of all, I think I echo the sentiment from both of you. It's the same thing. It's a huge journey, and community surprised us, very, very pleasantly surprised us. Coming back to the vendors, I was thinking, we don't have a physical setup at this time. They may not participate. They may not be able to sell something, but they amazed us last time at the day, and now even last minute we are getting their request. So, amazing participation. They are completely supportive to the Panorama, and they love the Panorama programming and the cultural side of it, and that's why they want to participate. And we are very, very thankful for their support all year, even in COVID situation. I think it's amazing work they have done to us. Yeah.
So when we sat this year, one of the things after India Day was a big thing for us was how do we make more engagement? We have this amazing digital event, but how do we make it that people are feeling like I'm actually interacting? And so what Sanjay is talking about to all of you about this last minute vendors. So we are so excited. We actually launched it only this past weekend. We've been working on it behind the scenes because this year you'll see with Republic Day, there are so many engagement elements we've done, which had not been done before by Panorama. So one thing we've done this year, and we're so excited, we announced it last weekend, finally it's all ready. We are doing a live vendor fair, a digital live vendor fair on Sunday at 9 a.m. It's going to open on our website and it's going to run till 7 p.m. There is actual booths, like digital booths that the vendors are going to man. So just like when you go to a vendor fair, जब आप वेंडर फेयर जाते हैं एंड आप टेबल तक जाते हैं और बात करते हैं, वही इंटरेक्शन आपको वेबसाइट पर मिलेगा. Each vendor has their own booth, and when you go to that booth, you can actually chat with the vendor and you can ask them questions. And what's interesting is our vendors are launching some very special things on Sunday. Some of them are launching exclusive programs dedicated to our community just on that day. They're premiering it for Republic Day celebration. There's a lot of prizes you can win. I will tell you that much. I know some of them are being announced even tomorrow. There's some even have, जैसे आप पहले जो register करेंगे, उनके लिए भी possible prizes हैं. So you must go at 9. And the other element we've added is each vendor is going to run a live webinar. So you will see throughout the day, सारा schedule post हो गया सबके लिए. And आप देख सकते हैं कि हर vendor कितने बजे वो live webinar कर रहा है. और जब वो live webinar करेंगे, तब भी आप बात कर सकते हैं. So this was a brainchild where, for all of us, it was so important that these vendors also want to talk to the community. They're missing out. They miss that tabletop and being able to interact. So this was our way to create a digital marketplace. So it's a marketplace, and हम चाहते हैं कि आप लोग सारे Sunday 9 बजे, क्योंकि programming तो live 11 होगी शुरू. So 9 बजे आप पहले तो जाइए vendor fair check out करिए. सब चेकआउट करिए कि मैं किस को कितने बजे आके मिलूंगा, एंड सारा दिन आप उनसे बात कर सकते हैं. So I know, Sanjay, this has been quite an interesting experience for us, and it's been unbelievable, right? With the vendors, just the response is unbelievable coming back.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, and I think they will benefit from this program as well. And one thing I must also mention here is that you can see this program for 27 channels live streaming. So you have a reach all over Canada, even beyond Canada, in fact, through the live media coverage. So I think go ahead.
We actually have a video that we can share with everybody. So why don't we show everybody, right, Sanjay and Janak? Let's show everybody a little glimpse of the vendor fair.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sounds good.
go. And just for what Sanjay was mentioning to everybody, we do have 2 more vendors that have literally just signed up. So I do want to mention them as well. Inspirely Steam Education and Coder Cookies have just joined us as well. And they will also be featuring their booth at the vendor fair. So we just want to make sure everybody knows it is a packed house. This marketplace is going to be very busy. So guys, on Sunday, 11 sharp, we go live, right? Opening ceremony, we are so excited. As Sanjay mentioned to all of you, 27 channels. And we want to tell you why we do this digital partnership with all these channels. For us, it's important that the programming is presented to you and you can watch in the most comfortable way possible. So this is why we are so fortunate that so many digital media partners have all signed up. In fact, some of them have multiple channels running the programming. What to us that's special about it, even though we have our YouTube that's going to be running it and Facebook, but it's important that when you are watching, where you're most comfortable, you get to watch. Because our job is just to get this to you so you can be part of it. So please, as Sanjay mentioned, 27 channels. You can go to our website and find that out. And you can join any one of those TV shows. It'll be 11 sharp. So guys, do you have any last minute words for everybody? And then we will move on to our next segment.
I would say I'm very, very excited. Go ahead, Janak. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm very, very excited. I hope every one of you are excited to join and celebrate Republic Day with us.
Yeah, I would say the same, echo the same sentiments. Happy Republic Day, 72nd Republic Day. And please make sure that you join. You ask your friends to join and you ask your neighbors to join because it is your event. It is all for you. Please enjoy, join us, encourage us. And the only way you can encourage us is by, showing your support. And support is, your comments for us, your viewership for us. That is our support. That's the way we will feel appreciated and feel that we are doing the right thing. So please, thank you.
So I wanted everybody to meet, Janak and Sanjay, because it's really important that you all see the team behind who's all doing this, because we just love our community so much and we want to have a fabulous community celebration. And that is why we wanted Janak and Sanjay to kick off our segment today. Tomorrow you get to meet our other directors as well. They will also be on our Saturday Night Live segment. And but Janak and Sanjay, from all of us, of course, me, Janak and Sanjay, to our entire Panorama family, because we consider our community organizations to everybody. We have 100+ artists. We have 45+ community organizations all participating in Republic Day on Sunday. And this to us is a Panorama family. And then the 27 digital live stream partners and our media partners are also our family, because none of this is possible without everyone's effort coming together. So Janak and Sanjay, thank you for joining. I know you're going to go and watch the show now backstage. And I know we're all ready for Sunday. I cannot wait.
Thank you,
Thank you. And Sumita, you're doing good job. Great job, actually.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's move on to our next segment. I cannot wait to introduce you to 3 very, very special people. This year, for the first time, Panorama India, started to share with all of you our brand ambassadors, our influencers. And we wanted to do that because these are individuals who are in the community who've supported Panorama India for a very long time. They're there whenever you call them. They're there to support the community. They're the face of the community. Today, you get to meet 3 of them. So I'm very excited to introduce and invite on screen with me Shriji Chaudhary, Simran Ramesh Raj, and Renu Kunda. There we go. There's Shriji, there's Simran, and welcome to all 3 of you. So let me tell you a little bit about these 3 amazing people to everybody out there, and then we will chat. And then I'll tell you something else that's very special for one of them today. So we will also chat. And it is a person who's wearing an orange jacket, okay? That's what I'll let him tell you all. So let me begin. And ladies first, of course. So let me begin. Simran Ramesh Raj is a certified MPM, licensed realtor and managing creative director of AJ Media Entertainment, Inc. Born and raised Indian, Simran is an accomplished event manager, producer, digital marketer who has made a name for herself in both Indian and Canadian event industry. And I definitely can adhere to that. She has. Being associated with leading production houses like AK Films, Balaji, UTV, J Production, and many more, Simran has over 17 years of experience in many aspects of film, television, and event industry. So welcome to you, Simran.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this lovely introduction. Thanks a lot. And what you say, like this is the beautiful platform you have always given us. And Panorama, you always know, like it's been always been close. ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि this year we are being recognized officially as an ambassador. अगर वो ना भी हो, right? तभी हम Panorama India के लिए वो importance है हमारी life में, especially in Canada. तो वो तो अभी मतलब you have taken it to another level. So thank you very much, and all that that credit goes to Sumita for you also, for keeping this essence live. Thank you so much.
Well, we love you, Simran. Thank you for being here today, and we will talk a little bit more with you after. I'll introduce you now, all of you, to Renu Kundam. So you must have met Renu for Panorama on Panorama. She appeared on our Namaste live show. And now she's appeared a few times on Namaste Live. But I got the opportunity to meet Renu back then when she performed, and she blew me away with her performance when I first met her. So Renu Kundam is a passionate singer, host, anchor, and an active content creator on social media. And that she is. 600 views from her video this week. She is known for her various talents, her energy and versatility. Her ability to pick up new things and new challenges makes her unique. She makes music videos, and her recent cover song garnered 5,000 views in 1 week. She also hosts or anchors shows across the globe. So welcome, Renu, to the show.
Thank you so much, Sumita ji. I have to add one point here. Actually, my first interaction with Panorama India was not with the Namaste Live. I was one of the participants. I was one of the audience for the India Day celebrations. And being an audience and then coming and sharing this platform and being a brand ambassador, I think I'm very, very happy about it. I think this journey has been amazing. And Panorama India is such a great platform for any new people or all the immigrants who are in Canada, who are from India, from different parts of the world. Parts of India.
Thank you so much, Renu, and thank you for being here. And we will chat with you shortly as well. And then third, but never the least, of course, is Srijit Chaudhary. Srijit is a multifaceted performer, an amazing singer, dancer, anchor, as well as an artist manager. As a radio video jockey, Srijit has shared the stage with top-notch artists like Lara Datta, Udit Narayan, Kumar Shanu, Kavita Krishnamurti, Alka Yagnik, Abhijit, Sadhna Sargam, Anupam Roy. Jesus, Srijit, kiske saath aapne nahi kara stage? And Shreya Kusal, Arijit Singh, and many, many more. Srijit is an asset to the Indian diaspora in Canada, and he continues to hunger for his first-class entertainment. And a special surprise, it's Srijit's birthday, and he's celebrating it with all of us. So, yay!
Happy birthday!
What an honor. You are celebrating with us live, because this is the way to celebrate birthdays now, is digital and virtual. So we appreciate that, Srijit. Welcome. Oh, we cannot hear you, Srijit. I think your sound is off. Our digital DJ has sound off.
I hope my mic is. Can you hear me now?
Yes, beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Sumita ji, and thank you, Simran Didi, Renu, both of you. It's really an honor, as Renu mentioned and Simran Didi mentioned, to become a brand ambassador of Panorama. And even if we were not officially coveted with this honor, I'm sure three of us would have been working at the same level to promote Panorama, promote our culture, and of course with this fantastic team. My first interaction with Panorama India was a dancer. I came in as a dancer at the Independence Day celebration at Young and Danda Square. That was my first introduction, and I had no clue what is Panorama India. I was just called, there will be a dance segment, you have to come. It's Indian culture, we are dancing. Then I went there, I'm seeing the consul general is there. Next year I went to perform, Akshay Kumar was there as the main host. I was very excited, like a fan moment for me, Akshay Kumar is there. Slowly I came in touch with Panorama, and of course under your tutelage and our former chairperson, Anu Srivastava, I learned a lot of things about Panorama. From a dancer, I became an anchor, then a kind of a part of Panorama India, and it's great working with this beautiful team. And an honor to be officially brought on TV as the brand ambassador. on my birthday. So this is a new birth for me today.
Yay, we love you, Shriti.
Very good, very good.
And let me mention, there's another lady whom I'm sharing the digital stage today. You are my mentor, Sumita ji, of course, in a lot of things. My godmother in this industry is Simran Ramesh Raj. Let me say that on the digital platform today.
I
She's
know you
guided me
said
very
it
well.
before too, and it's very sweet. And
Yeah,
she
I'm going to take the inspiration from now everyone else, or from all of you. And one day I'm going to say the same thing.
No,
So
you are.
let me tell the community why we did this. Why we did brand ambassadors and influencers. For us, Panorama India is a communities organization. That is the number one thing I repeatedly say. We are just here serving to get the content to the community. Now it's content in a digital way. Eventually I hope and pray we go back to in person and actually be engaged. But to us, it was important that there are faces in the community who have been supporting Panorama for so long in their own different ways. And secondly, Panorama India is celebrating culture and our heritage. And each of you has experience and so much you've given back in this form, and what you've done. Like when just reading your bios, I hope people can understand. Each of you come from different areas and culture and what you do to support culture. Even just now, just supporting Republic Day and making sure everybody knows about all the artists, right? These are all our community people who are performing on Sunday. This is not, where it's, with the fortunate of having Kavita ji, of course, being here as our idol judge. Everybody that's tied to the event is from this community. They've been tied to us. They're part of it. So it was important for us to have individuals recognized such as yourself. And each of you also brings love to different type of the community as well. Because, keeping in mind, Panorama's job is to represent all of India. And what's beautiful about the faces here is each of you does that in your own way. So I cannot say thank you enough. You guys have all done such amazing things. And this week, the way you've energized, what this Republic Day is about is unbelievable. Renu, you put an amazing video on, which I loved. Srijit, you've been at it nonstop. You have quizzes, you have contests going on. Simranji, you've been sharing all kinds of stuff on even the videos that you've made are so fantastic. But all of it, what's nice to me, what I see is your love for India, your love for culture, your love for music and art, and it comes through so nicely. So I want to talk to each one of you about your experience and the journey, and of course with Panorama as well, and also being an artist, because each of you is an artist. So maybe I'll begin with you, Renu. Tell me a little bit about your journey with Panorama and also about being an artist and why you feel such platforms, help in terms of our artists, up and coming artists.
Yeah, so I'm a newbie, I have to say. Like I did my master's here in Canada, and I was one of the audience for one of the India Day celebrations. And when I saw Panorama India, I wanted to perform on the stage. That was my first thing that came into my mind. But unfortunately, COVID came, and that was the time you guys still didn't stop doing your shows or being active and bringing everyone together. And that was the stage that I've performed for the first time, which was the Namaste Live. And when I performed for the first time, you guys didn't let me go, and you have definitely encouraged me to, do more shows with Panorama India. And that motivation, I have to say, 2020 has been an amazing year for me, because I have become the face of, my art, my talent has been showcased to this Canadian audience only because of Panorama India. And that motivated me to, pursue my passion to the next level. I started my YouTube channel, and I've been doing shows across the world, and I've been so active in the community. And this honor of becoming Panorama India's brand ambassador, I think I'm very, very happy about it, and I feel very blessed. And I don't think I think what the message that I want to give to everybody, I come from a South Indian background, and I share a different culture than every other part of India. And I represent someone like, who has dreams to achieve something in a new country. And there I am right now, sharing the screen with so many amazing people, so many successful people. And if I can do, and if I can be here, then I think everyone else who has a dream to do it can also be here. And I really think Panorama India is doing a great job, and I'm sure you guys will continue doing this. And I really want to continue this journey as well on this platform I'm seeing. I would really love to be part of Panorama India for however long it is possible.
Well, thank you, Renu. And you know what? I'll tell you what I'm loving to hear about these stories. So, it's been a year of a lot of thorns. And what's nice is all the roses that you guys, these are roses, right? These are stories. I hope people watching you today and hearing this, it has been tough for work for a lot of people. It has been very difficult. But digital is another aspect. That kind of went almost like it got kind of pushed. It was a car that was moving slow, and now it's like a car moving full speed. But the reality is, we know that the world, that doesn't mean if you can't perform on a stage, people can't see you. So I'm happy to hear that, and we're so happy to hear about you. Simranji, I want to go to you next because, you have, first of all, just reading all the houses in that you worked with in India, okay, from production to culture. I mean, to me, you're face of culture because you are music, you are, film, theater, TV. You've done so much TV. I didn't even know. I was learning from you. There are so many up and coming artists. That there's so many actors, there are artists, there's so many people trying to make a break. What has this journey with Panorama, first of all, been like for you? And what are some things you can share for people out there as well about culture and art, why it's so important?
If you talk about Indian culture, so it must be like 14, 15 very popular Indian cultures, right? Like dance, music.
Yes.
Out of that, there will be a 3 very, very on the high end, very top, very favorite. I hope anybody can guess that, but maybe not. So I will take that initiative. First would be Bollywood. That's a culture.
Bollywood's its own culture. Yes,
it's a culture. It's a culture, basically. It's a bouquet of a culture.
Yes.
And then cricket. Then it's all about food.
Yes.
We are recognized for Bollywood. We are recognized for cricket. We are recognized for dance, music, and languages, color, tradition.
Yes.
Eatings, and there's so many, these are part of our cultures. So if that's what is bringing Panorama, I know Panorama is almost 20 years old organization, right? And I have been in this country for almost 12 years. So just imagine, I have seen the scale of Panorama growing. So maybe when I came here, Panorama was in its full youth. And then I see it is starting from Danda Square, that small scale, and then it's ending up to Narkamshil Square. तो पता है हमारे लिए कितनी गर्व की बात होती है. मैं अभी भी सोचती हूँ तो मुझे गूज़बम्स आते हैं जब हम वो परेड करते हैं, और यकीन ही नहीं होता कि हम कनाडा में, thanks to this country, for giving us this such beautiful platform, that freedom to celebrate your heritage.
Yes.
तो वो एक जो पनोरामा से हमको मिला है, तो और हम हमेशा चाहते भी हैं कि हम इसी तरह से जहाँ भी हो, दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में हो, हम जो है वो मान रखें और हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं इंडिया को. सो वो जो हम जिसके लिए जाने जाते हैं, राइट, खुशी के लिए जाने जाते हैं, सेलिब्रेशन के लिए जाने जाते हैं, फेस्टिवल्स के लिए जाने जाते हैं. सो आइए हमारे साथ में मिलकर इसे साथ में मनाते हैं और देखो कि कितनी खुशी मिलती है इससे, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लगता कि म्यूजिक, आर्ट, कल्चर के अलावा कोई भी ऐसी चीज है जो सबसे ज्यादा आपको खुशी देती होगी. सबसे बड़ा सुकून वही है, राइट, और वही पनोरामा का सबसे बड़ा मोटिव है. उसकी नींव ही रखी गई है कि हम लोगों को उस कल्चर को इकट्ठा करेंगे. और कहाँ 400-500 आर्टिस्ट, मैंने वो जो प्लेटफॉर्म्स में मैं देखती थी तो मैं अमेज हो जाती थी कि कहाँ से है. ये कैनेडियन है और देखो आज रेनू है, श्रीजीत है, ये सभी लोग मुझे ये इवेंट से ही तो मिले हैं। तो ये कनेक्टिविटी किसने बनाई, राइट? ठीक है, हम एक इवेंट होता होगा किसी के लिए, लेकिन हमारे लिए तो ये जज्बात है ना, इट्स अ बिग। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच। मेरे लिए तो पैनोरामा मुझे कहने की जरूरत नहीं है हाउ मच आई एम डेडिकेटेड, हाउ मच आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट इट। सो for giving me this opportunity, for being a brand ambassador and officially promoting it. So thank you very much.
And Simranji, one beautiful thing you said, and you know, we are proud of one thing about Panorama, is all of us are, because in one day we try our best to show all of India. And you know, you named so many, like our culture, our diversity, our heritage. You know, in one day, if you watch, it is a marvel कि एक country में इतनी performances, हर एक state में, forget एक like पूरी country में, हर state में हमारे लिए इतना मुश्किल होता है कि किसको नहीं दिखाए और किसको दिखाए. You know, and one thing I will say that I'm so excited about this Sunday is पहले तो आप जब folk dance देखेंगे, and जैसे आपने सिमरन जी आपने बोला folk dance, हमने 18+ states इस टाइम represented हैं folk dance segment में, and कई states को हमने multiple performances we'll be presenting. Why? Because हर state में there's so many different performances. There's even so many elements within a state that are coming. So in one day, I hope that journey of a folk dance you will all get to see, you know, as the audience. And I appreciate Simranji mentioning that, and even Renu, because that you will get to see in one day. I hope to see dance and how it happens, and why we do folk, because this is the true dance of that state. You know, this is not, you will see it's actual, the traditional dance is what the folk dance criteria is. So you will see all the people that have submitted. It is not that you can just pick a song, and it is actually the tradition and how it's being presented. So it is a really good educational day for everybody as well to learn. And the other thing we are so proud this year, I also want to tell everybody about, just because we were just talking about it, first time ever we have our seniors, you know, celebrating Republic Day this year.
Looking forward to it.
And of course, seniors have always celebrated with us. Don't get me wrong. Seniors आते हैं, Nathan Phillips Square में walk करते हैं, parade walk करते हैं, बैठ के पूरा दिन देखते हैं. But we wanted a way that they are represented as their own entity this time. You know, they had their own dedicated segment. And let me tell you guys, it is in multiple languages. We had so much submission, हमको cut off करना पड़ा था. We're like, who do we not take? Who do we take? And some of their performances are more active than I've ever, you know, seen. They've written their own poetry, some of them, in tribute. So I can't wait till you guys all see these segments, and it's going to be so exciting. Now, one element that is very big is music. Republic Day is all about music. And this is why I'm excited to talk to Srijit now. Because Srijit has been tied to us when it comes to music. I mean, Srijit, of course, is unbelievable at all the segments he's hosted for us. You know, he gives his time, both at Republic Day and India Day. Imagine India Day, बेचारा गर्मी में खड़ा होके stage में, you know, he introduces. And what marvels me with Srijit is he has so much knowledge about our culture and heritage that he doesn't even need to prep. When he's introducing a segment, his own introduction is so beautiful. Before the segment even begins, we all sit there, we're like, how does he know all this? So Srijit, let's talk about, first of all, your journey with Panorama, and then let's talk about music, because that's a big part of, you know, Republic Day itself. So let's talk about, first of all, your journey with Panorama.
My journey, as I said, thank you, Sumita ji, for such good adjectives, although I don't deserve them all. गर्मी में तब तो डांट भी खानी पड़ती है, आप ही वो लोग जानते नहीं, इसीलिए अच्छा होता है परफॉर्मेंस जो. My journey started mainly as a dancer in the folk dance, because I remember it was year 2008. We performed at Young and Danda Square under Ensemble Topaz Paramita Kar, who still performs at Panorama. Like she trained me in the dance, and it was a folk dance, Marathi folk dance segment we did. And it was a fisherman and two fisherwomen we did, because we were doing pair dances, and one of the male dancers, he broke his foot. So I was the only male dancer, and we had to choreograph the whole dance overnight in 2 days and recreate it because one of the male dancers went away. And you won't believe, first I was very nervous to perform in front of such a big audience. We did well. Maneka Thakkaji came up, she patted my back. I was really taken back. And from that day, I became really attracted to Panorama India. Slowly, as Simran Didi mentioned, from Young and Danda Square, it slowly went. Once I think downtown somewhere else it was held, where I met Mayor Rob Ford that year while performing. I still have a picture with him. God bless him, he's up there. And then now it has shifted to Nathan Phillips Square, and the biggest challenge is to hold the mic. I'm sure you face the same thing, and everyone does, and talk in front of a 70K audience. It's not 700, it's not 7,000, it's not a zero added 70K in front of them to keep the audience calm with performances after performances, each state bringing in their own culture, own dance. Sometimes 3 or 4 groups from the same states are coming and giving different types of dances there, which is really good. To remember all those things, it takes a little bit of preparation. It's like an exam for me.
And you do a great job.
Thank you. So from there, I would say the journey not only made me, I would say, enjoy Panorama India as a second generation Indo-Canadian, I got more attached to the roots too. When I'm anchoring, I'm just not talking about it. I have to know about it, right? And that attracts me. Even after the show is over, I see the recordings, I see the dances. Some of them I've performed later on in shows. So that was my journey so far. And so from a dancer, slowly today I'm a brand ambassador, sharing the stage with all other brand ambassadors and our chairperson herself. Now coming on to the music part, which is personally my favorite part, because I'm a big fan of singing. When I first time hosted the Panorama Idol, I remember I was amazed how good the second generation Indo-Canadians sing. I never expected to this level. The real amazing part is some of them don't even speak Hindi, don't even understand a word of Hindi. But when they sing it as if they are immersed in the lyrics. I don't know how they do it. Plus, we had such great judges here, like our local judges. Every year, we have a set of 3 really talented, experienced judges who give their coaching. And Panorama Idol itself has produced great talents on stage. Jonita Gandhi is a big example now. She's big hit in Bollywood. She was a Panorama Idol champion. One of the first Panorama Idol champions, Sumana Ganguly De, went up to top 10 in Saregama Challenge 2007 in India, which is one of the biggest vocal competitions there. And she represented Canada. She was the only one to be selected from Canada. And she's a very popular singer now and is vocal coach too. Then there are a lot of other singers like Disha Patel. Then last year was Ravneel Singh. I think a lot to name. Then Bivashini, she's back in India now. She was the voice of Orissa 1 year. So Panorama Idol, what it attracted me that I used to think no one sings in the second generation, but now I find it's not no one sings, everyone sings, and they sing it at this level. So that's why I love Panorama India. But let me be honest, my favorite segment of Panorama India is Panorama Idol on Republic Day and Panorama Idol singers performing on Independence Day.
And with Idol, let's talk about that, because this year, guys, is 12th annual Idol. We did not let COVID stop us. We did it digital. And what's amazing about digital is we had actually submissions from across Canada. So it was no longer now limited to just GTA. The submissions are from Vancouver as well. It was an unbelievable journey. I mean, we've been at it for almost 2.5 months. When you do digital, imagine full days. Usually it would have been 1 day. And now we go to the grand finale. Tomorrow, the grand finale premieres at 11 a.m. We're doing a special premiere. Top 3 adults, top 3 kids are going to present. What an amazing... Srijit is a host for Panorama Grand Finale Idol. We have taped the segment already, which everybody is going to see. So far, only the judges, 50% of the scoring has been done. 50% is wide open. And that is the 5th judge, right, Srijit? And that is the audience. Tomorrow, right after it airs at 11 a.m., everybody's going to get to watch it. And then at 12 p.m. sharp, our website is going to open and everybody can vote. And this is such an important part of the community involvement, because these are not our idols, they're your idols. These are kids and adults who it is not easy to come up, it is not easy to perform, and then to keep performing, because remember, we've done 2 rounds, so they had to make it all the way through to the grand finale. And then to present in front of Kavita Krishnamurti ji, let me tell you, we did not even tell them. We told them the night before. They did not know who the celebrity judge was. So, because the idea is, if you want to perform in a public place, then you have to be prepared for a lot of these, situations. And Trust me, when you watch them, some of them didn't even know the song choice they were about to get. That's how much of on the spot they had to perform. Kavita Ji being part of the grand finale, we cannot tell you what an amazing segment, guys, that was. What to me blew me away as a judge is, she gave feedback, but she sang and gave feedback. She taught them how the right way to sing the song was. She prepped the song. So there's certain songs that we knew the contestants, had submitted that they would be performing, and certain were surprises. She prepped herself. So she wanted to know the right way the song is sung so she could educate them if they are singing incorrectly. Isn't that truly the mark of a legend? That is why somebody is in the place that they are. And what was amazing about the segment is she told stories about certain songs, and we won't tell you what they are, but I will tell you one thing. There's a very famous song from Mr. India that she's famous for, Hawa Hawai. And she shared the story. Because if you think about it, I never thought about the lyrics of that song are so fascinating. And she shares the story of what she had to go through when she sang that. And she was just starting out, right? She was just building her career at the time. So she did a fabulous job. We cannot wait till all of you get to watch it tomorrow. But why we are so proud of Panorama Idol, because this is our 12th year. These are artists. We love watching these artists go so far. So Shriji just gave you already. Look at some of the names he's mentioning, and some of them are in India. It's so exciting that an artist, may have a break here and then could do something amazing with their life. That's all we want. We just want
And what I really liked is last year, remember, you brought celebrity singer Gurinder Sehgal, and he gave a chance for the winners to score an album with him. So that is a big chance they're getting. And every year I find the competition is getting tougher and the job of the judges is getting tougher too. It's very difficult to decide whom to pick and whom not to.
Very difficult. I will tell you, he's right. So I want to, because actually we're going to be introducing the Idol contestants right after this now. And the adult Idol contestants are going to be coming today. Tomorrow, the kids are going to come. But I wanted to thank all three of you for being here tonight. I want you to know how important it is what you guys are doing and how supportive you guys are. What's amazing to us is we just have to call you. We just have to message you, and you guys are there and you support the community. What you are doing in your own way, and each of you by sharing tonight your journey and some of the things that you love, I hope inspires others, because I think people are looking for inspiration right now. People are looking for different things to do. Renu, you're a really good example of somebody who was in one field and said, I want to go try something and I'm going to do it. Simanji, you are a really good example. You came from one industry, you are doing multiple industries. And what you show in this country is there's so much opportunity. You can keep evolving, right, as an individual when it comes to art and culture and what you do. And Shijit, of course, you are amazing to us because you support music, culture, art. All we have to do is say, this is for Panorama and to support culture. And you say, what can I do to help? So I want to, from all of us and our board and our volunteers, thank you for all the support you give us. Keep being the beautiful faces for Panorama out there. We thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Jai Hind.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. See you later. Thank you. And now let's talk to the idols, because I know you guys are ready to meet them. So I want to introduce you guys to the adult idol contestants. And of course, our director of programming, who's going to help me introduce them. So I'd like to first welcome our director of programming, Anusha Iyer, to the screen. And there is Anusha. Hi, Anusha.
Hi, hello, everybody. Hello, good evening to the beautiful audience that we have tonight. And the conversation that we were having with influencers was so nice. And I'm so happy that the way they got connected to Panorama is such a nice backstory to it, that everybody was associated to Panorama in
And
some
now-
or the other way.
Yes.
Exactly. So, like Srijit was a dancer. Who knew at that point that Srijit will be such an integral part of
But
Panorama?
he was so great. So
Oh, by the
Anusha,
way,
ready?
happy birthday.
Yes, it is his birthday, yes. So Anusha, are we ready to introduce everybody to our adult contestants? So why don't you
Absolutely.
do the special privilege of inviting our adult contestants to the screen?
Absolutely, why not? So today, as Sumita mentioned, we have our top 3 adult finalists with us live. We'll be chatting with them to understand their story. So, before I get them on screen, I have to tell the audience that they are amazing artists. They have made their way to top three. So imagine how much efforts that they have put to get to the top three. But as Sumita has been constantly mentioning this, 50% vote is with you guys. So tomorrow when we have our like finale screen and air everywhere, you guys take phone on your hand and start voting. 12 p.m. onwards, the voting starts. So let me start by introducing our first contestant. Is Miss Vidhi Sharma. Can I have Vidhi on the screen, please? Hi, Vidhi. How are you doing?
Hello, namaste. I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. So now let's get Shruti Vinod on the screen as well. She is our second finalist, as well as Prithvi Pramod, our third finalist. Girl power,
Hi
all
everyone.
girls.
So before we talk to all of you, let's show everybody a little bit about your journey with Panorama Idol, the 12th annual Panorama Idol. So let's show a special video clip.
My God. I feel so emotional, so nostalgic about the whole journey. We started off with 42 contestants, then we came top 8, and now we have our top 3 contestants
Beautiful.
right in front of us.
Yes, beautiful top 3 adult finalists who, by the way, everyone is going to see tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. the premiere of the grand finale. Panorama Idol is 27 channels. I want to remind everybody, all 27 channels are live streaming it. You can find out which channels are doing it, all your TV partners. So now let's talk to you guys individually, and we want to learn about your journey. So Anusha, I think that would be a fun thing to do. So let's begin with you, Vidhi, because you joined us first on screen. Tell us a little bit about your journey of singing and then Panorama Idol itself. What made you want to compete?
Yeah.
Okay, so namaste everyone. My name is Vidhi Sharma. I just went into first year of university, so it's a little different online. So for my, speaking of my singing, I started from quite a young age because my gurus are my parents. My dad is actually the one who introduced me to music, and I've learned from him and continue to learn from him. And speaking of people in the Hindi film industry and Hindustani classical music, I have a lot of idols like Kaushiki Chakravarti, Shreya Ghoshal, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. These are my top idols, I guess. Talking about Panorama Idol, the entire event was so much fun and inspiring because I got to learn so much from the other contestants, from the judges, and Kavita Krishnamurti ji herself. Like you said, we weren't told. We were told the night before that, she was going to be there. So it was like both. I was both nervous and really excited, and it was like actually a great experience because I got to learn so much from her. And thank you to Panorama India for like organizing this event online, even like during this pandemic, so we could all participate. And yeah, that's about me.
Awesome.
That is such a nice journey of yours, Vidhi.
So now let's talk to Shruti. Shruti,
Yeah.
tell us about your experience.
Uh, Hi, everyone. This is Shruti Vinod, and I have been learning Hindustani classical music and light music since last 10 years. And I participated in many inter-school and inter-college competitions as well. And I have won a gold medal from Rotary Club of India in 2010. Then I was the first runner-up in MBM Toronto Idol in 2018, that is 2 years back. And of course, it's been wonderful journey in Panorama so far. It was fun, like Vidhi said, starting from like first round until now. And I actually came to know from about Panorama Idol during my participation in Maharashtra Float, and that time I decided, oh yeah, I want to participate in this competition. And yeah, it's really fantastic opportunity for all the new talent that you have given. So thank you so much, Panorama, for that. And yeah, I got to learn a lot from all the judges, our fantastic judges, and I got an opportunity to learn and hone my skills from all our fantastic judges. And other competition, I mean, contestants were also very good. They were like real competitors, and yeah, I feel very excited and good to be in the top three. It's a wonderful feeling. And it's like now it's a finale. Tomorrow is a finale. So I yeah, it's there finally. So watch me perform live, everybody. And tomorrow is 31st, 30th and 31st January. So watch me perform and go to www.panoramaindia.org and vote for me. That's it from my side.
Yeah, you gotta tell people, right? And now, of course, Prithvi.
Hi everyone. Hi Anusha. Hi Samita. Vidhi, Shruti. Hope you're all doing well, keeping safe. So, speaking about my journey in music, I think I've always been connected to music from childhood with my mom and my granny. They are ardent singers themselves. They just love singing at home, though not professionally, but they have that background to them. So I've always been engaged with music because of them. And frankly, speaking out of heart, in South India at least, they just send kids to music classes when you're young, right? And that was the same thing for me as well. My mom and my granny, they just pushed me to the music classes, and that's how I started. But frankly to speak, I got that interest to learn music, to understand the different rags, what's the every apparently every rag has a healing power to it and things like that. So I got more interested to music uh, once I think I was in my teenage. When I started exploring music, then when I was more interested in it. And so I continued. I moved from there on to do some traditional classical shows. I learned Carnatic classical, so I was doing some shows back in Bangalore, and then from then on I went to do radio shows, things like that. And I came to Canada, and once I came here, I think for the first 1 or 2 years, I literally lost touch of everything because of my study, then job, and things like that. But I think COVID, though it was bad in many ways, I think it also gave in a lot more time for me to give more time to music. So, and it's because of that that I was just browsing one day. I came across Panorama Idol, and I was like, okay, just let me just try, let me just give it a shot. And it was a wonderful experience, I must say. Nanduji, Vandanaji, Manushaji, everybody were amazing. Like even in my first round, they gave me so many suggestions, like where I need to take my breath, like I need to complete sentences, not take breath in between sentences, many things like that, which was very helpful. And I'm very grateful to come till here. Learned a lot of things, and yeah, that's my story. And love being here. And I'm just hoping that I would be the next idol soon. But I would really, Vidhi and Shruti, you guys are amazing as well. So all the best to you as well.
So, tonight was for all of us, why we did this is because we wanted you all out there to meet these contestants. It is so important. This is, to come up and to put yourself out there, first of all. And I hope more than anything, we hope that others get inspired. During this time, you need to know whether it's COVID or not COVID. If you feel you can sing, come and put yourself out there. These girls are an amazing example, of that. I want to recognize Anusha because Anusha, as the director of programming, works with so many artists. You can imagine all the programming you guys are all going to see on Sunday when we go live. 100+ artists are performing on Sunday. That has been Anusha working with this community. But for her, I know Idol is a big passion of hers personally. And Anusha, if it's okay, I'm going to speak a little bit about you. For her, it's really important that singers, it didn't matter how great you're, it's about that you're making an attempt to try. That's first of all the number one thing. Second is, you're learning. An artist is always learning. What I love what you just said, Prithvi, you said Shruti as well, and even you, Vidhi. What I'm hearing from you guys is you're constantly learning. Every time you're in front of someone, you're learning. And I've seen it. I can't wait for people to watch Idol and the journey, because we all got to watch your journey. And each of you actually grew within the journey. Right, Anusha? Like each of them, every level, you guys blew us away, because every time you had feedback, you took it in, you came back. Then the next round, you presented yourself and you kept moving. So what I hope everyone can see is these ladies have worked very hard to get to the platform they are to present in front of all of you tomorrow. Support them all, watch live, post great messages, and vote, because voting is really important. 50% of the scoring is done, but 50% is done by our fifth judge, which is all of you out there. So you get to vote. So Anusha, tell me what this journey of digital was like for you this time around.
Absolutely. So when we started off the digital world in India Day as well.
Yes.
When it came to Republic Day, so for us, every different event is a different ball game. It's not the same for us. It is not the same. If we think we've digitally achieved India Day, we did have our part of hurdles for Republic Day as well, because conducting a whole level of singing competition on digital platform is not an easy job. And I have to say that without the support of every single contestant, all the 42 contestants, this wouldn't have been possible. At every given point of time, the support that we get from our contestants is so amazing. So initially, we started by saying, okay, we have to do this digitally now. We have to. So then getting on planning the whole stuff, then that way, generally on the stage, we conducted in one day, if you remember, like our preliminary round and semi-finale. But thankfully, digitally, we could do that over 2 different days. So which did give like a breather space for all our contestants as well. And I have to say that since being one of the person who've seen every single performance from the beginning, competition was tough, Sumita. It was really
I watched backstage and I was like, how are they gonna score? Because every time somebody new would come and be like, okay, now that person's good too. Okay, now this person's good too. And I thought these judges and you guys, I'm sure, for you too, because as you see the other contestants, it's hard. But what I will say that blew me away is there's so much talent in this city. There is so much talent. And girls, I want you to know something. Whether you come first, you come second, or you come third, it doesn't matter. Don't let your journey stop. The point is, this is now your journey. You have to continue because each of you is so brilliantly talented. And I'm so excited. Wait till everybody sees you tomorrow perform. and how you performed. And then of course they get to see you again on Sunday as well, because anybody who misses it tomorrow, it's part of the big grand celebration on Sunday starting at 11. And voting, I want to remind everybody, at 12 it opens tomorrow, at 3 p.m. it closes on Sunday. And votes all matter. Trust me, they matter. So we hope everybody gets to vote to show their love for these girls.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I will always say, may the best person win.
Yes.
But since it's a competition, we will have one winner. But I always say every single person is a winner for us. All the three of you are winner for us. Even like everybody who actually attempted to sing, to be part of Idol. I always tell them, now you registered, you came as a participant, you're not going anywhere. You are Panorama family now. You're part of that artist family. So we are not letting you go anywhere. So I am happy in a way that every single year the family is growing and growing and growing. And it's all the love that we are getting. Plus Sumita, I have to tell you this. Our top three contestants, they would have been like, point where I would really love to know this from you, because all the three levels that we had, the preliminary, semi-finale, as well as the finale, we did have certain particular genre to sing, which may have been something that you were not comfortable singing with. But you took it up as a challenge and you performed really, really amazing. So I really want to understand and know from you that how challenging was it for you guys to sing a genre which was like, little, I wouldn't say uncomfortable or anything, but little something that you don't generally prefer. Like Vidhi, I know she always sings Hindustani classical music, but for her to sing a Bollywood was something that may have been something that she might not be. It's a challenging for her. So let's know from you, Vidhi, how was it performing a genre that you generally wouldn't prefer, or you don't sing, is what I would say as a preference.
Yeah, you're right. Like I usually listen to Hindustani
Mhm.
classical. I try to sing that genre. And then in the finale, Kavita Krishnamurti ji is like, okay, sing a upbeat party type song, Bollywood.
I
And
would really, 1 second. Sorry, let me. Sorry, without interrupting too much, I don't want to give away a lot of things to the audience because tomorrow is the finale. Let them watch what was given to you, but just let us know in brief that there were situations when it was like something that was not your genre. So how
Mhm.
was
So
it?
I think what Anusha is trying to ask is, what has been your comfort level with the different types of genres? Because each of you move with ease between each of the genres quite well. And obviously not telling everybody what genre you sang tomorrow in Idol, because it was tough and a lot of it was surprise. We will tell you that there's so many surprises part of the grand finale with these ladies
Absolutely.
thrown in a challenge. So Vidhi, what has it been like with you? Because I'm sure there's a comfort of certain songs you like to sing. What is it like for you when you have to transition?
So definitely it takes a lot of practice to like sing anything. So just I guess with Bollywood, it's getting that like, for some songs, getting that attitude in the song or like understanding the lyrics better. And yeah, just practicing that along with, all the Hindustani classical techniques and stuff and applying those also to the Bollywood songs helped me. So
That's
yeah.
really good actually. And you said the techniques is that's a very important point you made as well, because you have to transition. Yeah, I have a question for you. What is your favorite? Because I know that everybody learns a different way, and then to sing, because Bollywood is very different to classical, right? Different. So what do you find most challenging when you have to go from classical to Bollywood or something else?
I think I used to sing semi-classical songs since last many years. I used to participate in competition, so I was like kind of used to semi-classical songs more than the party songs and other romantic ones, and where you have to show some khatapan, you say naughtiness in your voice and all those kind of songs. I never sung those songs, so it was little tough when we got those all those genres. So it was like, oh, it's party song. Oh, so I have to present it like, with all my expressions and emotions. All that things comes up when you have to perform such kind of genres. So yeah, that was definitely a challenge.
Challenge, yeah.
So yeah, so literally I used to stand in front of mirror just to watch my facial expressions and how I'm pronouncing my words and everything. So yeah, it's funny, but yeah, it's true. I used to do that. Yes.
I don't know how you guys do it. I will tell you that because I'm not a singer, but I love music and I love hearing other people sing. But I think watching Idol over so many years now, what you realize is, just because somebody sings one so well doesn't mean they can sing everything else well. And then there are those who marvel you; they can sing everything else well. Prithvi, I have a question for you because you said, your upbringing was in classical. You were saying, and you said in South India, they send you to school, right away for music and all that. But, then as you grow up, there's a lot of and different genres that you've had to sing. What have you found from singing classical has taught you that has made you better in other genres?
I would say understanding the rag is it's the same thing as understanding the soul of the soul of the song. So I think when I'm singing the other songs, it is I think so in maybe I'll give you an example. So when I was learning classical music, my teacher used to always tell me, feel the music, feel the music. And what do you mean by feel the music? It's basically like being one with it. So I think that is something which I was able to implement in the other genres as well as I learned singing. As I started learning other genres, because for example, in my second round, I had sung a cabaret song, and a cabaret is it was a if I'm it was a slightly Arabic cabaret song. So it had those wordings to it, and frankly, I did not know the meanings of those wordings. So at one point, I was like, I when I was listening to myself sing, I was like, what am I singing? Like I don't feel it because I don't know the wording. I don't know what word it is. So I had to do a little bit of research and see what word it is and feel it in the sense, feel that rag over there as well. And I think that's when you are able to connect with the song, and the song just comes out of you as if you're singing it for yourself. And also another thing which I really loved with this genre thing was that it improves you, and it helps you become more versatile, I feel. For me, I think during my second round when I sang this song, I think Manusha ji had asked me, "Can you sing a classical song?" I had to suddenly switch my voice from like a cabaret song to a classical song. So I think that things like that, which I realized that I should improve more and learn more and things like that. I really enjoyed the journey. That's why it was wonderful.
Well, I think everyone is ready to watch your journey tomorrow at 11, ladies. I can tell you that, right? Anusha and I are so excited for everybody to the Panorama Idol competition. Anusha, I want to thank you for all the hard work you've done to get this competition where it's at, and your dedication and love for music. We're so lucky to have you as a director of programming at Panorama India. And I think, the coaching and the work that you do with each of the contestants and making sure they're all comfortable. Obviously we can only be fair to everybody in the exact same way. But the thing is, more than anything, you want you all to feel this is a safe place. It's a comfort place. And really, this is a platform. We are doing all this so you all have a platform that others can see. And so I want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 11, these ladies are going to be part of that grand finale. And after they perform, you can go and vote for your favorite adult and favorite kid on our website at www.panoramaindia.org. And if you miss it tomorrow, do not worry. It's going to air again on Sunday as part of the big grand finale celebration. And of course, you guys are also performing. You performed part of the Patriotic segment. You did a beautiful tribute as part of Republic Day. As Sunday is all about, and all these programming that we're doing is all about our community and our celebration and our love for India. And we are so lucky that we get to do this in such a grand style. So ladies, in I want to wish you all the best, right, Anusha? We want to wish them all the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I will be watching at 11, right?
Mhm. But before, I would really want every contestant to just give a message to the budding singers, because we would like whoever is interested to take singing as like a career, or want to develop more on the singing perspective. What message would you like to give them? Okay, we can start with Shruti. Yeah.
Uh, I guess if they really, if somebody has a a passion to learn something, then there is no age, and there is no time. You can learn music any day, any time, at any age. So I think if you like music, then definitely learn it, and have somebody, some teacher, some guru, so that you will get a proper guidance. So self-learning is also a good, but have a guru, so that you will get to learn a lot, because music is something never-ending process. Entire life you just keep learning something, and from somebody. So yeah, if somebody wants to learn music, somebody is interested, then definitely go for it.
That's amazing. What? Yeah.
So maybe what I want to say here is that don't compare yourselves, because sometimes what we do is we tend to compare our voice with somebody else, and we think that, oh, I don't sing as good as the other person, so maybe I should not continue singing, or we just lose interest. So I would say sing for yourselves. Don't sing for anybody else. Don't sing to impress anybody else. Sing for your own soul, and you will see the magic happen by itself.
That's very good advice. Very, very good advice.
Yep.
Vidhi?
I consider myself as still a budding singer. So, what I follow personally is just keep learning, keep listening to good music, and just keep practicing, keep doing your riyaz, and working on your voice.
That's beautiful.
That is
Something
beautiful.
I heard, I can't remember who it is, and somebody famous singer once said, if you're learning to be a singer, learn to be a singer, not to be famous.
Yeah.
I think that is, especially in this digital age and everything else that's happening, I'm so proud to say that, watching you ladies and your journey is the fact that you take your talent so seriously and you're learning all the time. And you can only learn is when you want to be a singer. That's when you're open to learning. And so I really want to commend you all. And I hope the words you're saying means others who are sitting at home. And I love what you said, Shruti, is that there is no right age. You can start singing. If you think you have a voice, take lessons. And by the way, there are so many music schools. Our judges, that are 3 of our judges there tomorrow, as everybody gets to see them, they all run music schools. So, you have so many people you can go to learn. And I'm really glad you guys shared your experience and talent. And on behalf of all of us, we want to wish you the best tomorrow, and of course on Sunday as well. And we can't wait for everybody to join. So on behalf of Panorama India, our entire board, our volunteers, and what we call our Panorama family, which is all of you, thank you for being part and making Republic Day so special this year. Republic Day is about community. You are the faces of this community. You are talent. And I hope people get to see you and vote for you. And more than anything, I hope you see all the love that I hope comes through.
Absolutely.
Post great messages. So, in closing, today is our Friday Night Live. Today, you got to meet our influencers, you got to meet our board directors, and you got to meet the adult contestants. Tomorrow, you get to meet some more of our board directors. You get to meet our 3 more amazing influencers who you haven't met yet, but you've seen them on social media. And you get to meet the junior contestants. Oh my God. Right, guys? Weren't they adorable? Oh my God.
Yes,
So
they are.
confident. I was like, who are these kids? So they get to meet them tomorrow night. So our junior contestants. So please, everybody, join us tomorrow night, same time, for our Saturday Night Live with Panorama India in kickoff for Republic Day celebration. 7:30 sharp right here. And then Sunday, 11 a.m., the grand celebration begins. And all of you, we're all going to be watching it. And I want to remind everybody that the winners will be announced live at 7 p.m. on Sunday. So I know you girls are going to be watching it. I know everybody else is going to be watching it. Your family here in India, right? Because remember, digital means they can all watch. Everybody can watch now. So invite all your family in India to watch as well, in US and Canada, across the world. And we thank you for being part of this journey. I thank you, Anusha, for all the hard work that you do as Director of Programming as well. And let's wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 7:30.
All the best, guys.
Thank you.
Tomorrow morning.
Good luck, Prithvi and Vidhi.
All the
Thanks,
best. All the
Anushka.
best.
Bye, Sumita.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys, and all the best to you.
So now we have an anthem. Let's show everybody our anthem, right, Anusha? Let's show everybody our beautiful
yeah,
anthem
yeah.
and we'll kick off. And on behalf of myself, Anusha, and all the directors who appeared today and influencers, thank you for joining us tonight.
आजादी संग लेकर सांसें खुलकर ली, सांसें खुलकर ली, तरक्की हमने है की, हर एक पल झूमे इंडिया, गाता है मन,
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
हो आजादी के रंगों से हम दीप जलाए, पैनोरामा के संग हम खुशियां मनाए, वो मिलकर अपने देश की ऐसी शान बढ़ाए, अपने बच्चों को भारत का इतिहास सुनाए।
मेरा भारत चाहे अब खुशहाली आए, ये दुनिया देखे अपनी आजादी,
जहाँ सुंदर हर एहसास हो
और बुझती हर एक प्यास हो, ऐसा है मेरा देश
हिंदुस्तान मेरे वतन, तुझ पर फिदा हम सब का मन।
मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा इंडिया हमारा इंडिया, मेरा